I don't condone the rape. I do not condone the sexual assault. That's not a thing that I do. I definitely don't do that, guys. But, here comes the but. All right. I've been seeing this one make the rounds. Psycho uses this excuse to skip the Walmart line on Louder with Crowder. Now let's see what the heck's going on with this. I've heard and seen many interesting things about this particular 3-minute thing from his Crowder Bits channel. It should be a fun time. Let's just get right into it.
That's an adult. Just leave.
I guess there was an interaction with, and this is going to bring us into a conversation about trigger warning, rape. Because I have opinions. To be clear, I'm anti it.
Anti.
But I also don't
I'm actually impressed he gave a trigger warning, I'll be honest.
Always buy it. Here's a woman in Walmart who cut in line and then, of course, goes to the psychotic rape card.
Yeah, I can't calm down. I can't be touched.
I didn't touch you,
I
man.
was sprained not that long ago, and I can't stand another man touching me.
Allegedly. No one did that.
No one did that.
Okay, I've definitely heard this like passively while watching Vosh. She needs some space, right? She needs some time to herself. You know what you need to do? You need to take this woman, and this is unironic, this is serious. What I would do is I would say, okay, back away from her, right? Let her calm down, because they're crowding her right now. This is the opposite of what you want to do. Do not crowd this person, okay? Back away, let her have her little meltdown, and then escort her gently out. That's what you do. That's how you de-escalate this. The only reason that you should get this close is if she's about to hurt somebody. This is a woman in crisis, okay? I don't know what's going through her head. This may be real trauma. This may be... I mean, this seems like a real trauma response to me. Don't get me wrong. But you are still responsible for your own behavior in public, and this is not it, okay? You need to seek some help. This lady is being very inappropriate, but is not an excuse to act like this, for Crowder to act like this. We'll see what he says. I'm sure it's very normal and cool, right? I'm sure that Crowder agrees with me completely. What could go wrong?
Did the rapist run through a Weird Al lookalike convention?
I need to leave. I still got.
His jokes are just not funny. Like, oh, because they have long hair. I get it. Like, okay.
Okay. She threw some of my stuff.
That's because she was raped, you jerk.
She wasn't sorry when she cut in line. Couldn't make it. Well, I just asked her if she saw anyone in line.
Just go.
That's an adult.
Just leave.
It's not funny. I'm just concerned for her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to excuse her behavior. I'm just like genuinely concerned for her well-being, right? Like, is she going to be okay? Like, Christ, man. And by the way, they're being extraordinarily distasteful right now. Holy shit. Not just because they're making fun of her. I could almost forgive that, but like the whole thing of that about like them making fun of the rape shit, like, no.
My gosh.
You know, there's some kid there who heard the scream and he thought he passed by like one of those Halloween sensors at the display. He's like, why is he not doing it anymore? Like a skeleton.
Gosh.
They're making it worse. I picture a man and I remove all reason and accountability.
He's just so not funny, dude.
That's what an adult does. You make your problems everybody else's problems, including strangers. Look, we're all against the rape, okay? Just to be clear. So
are you though? Are you sure? Sometimes he's like, listen, I want to make myself very clear. I don't condone the rape. I do not condone the sexual assault. That's not a thing that I do. I definitely don't do that, guys. But here comes the but, right? But
what I'm about to say is not an apologist for the rapist, like that man at Walmart, right. Clearly guilty of rape,
of course,
as she insinuated.
It's insane. Just like downplaying sexual assault. That's awesome, dude. I love that.
Yeah.
But
for like a brief moment, I thought he was being genuine. I thought he was being serious. But I think even the trigger warning was a fucking for show, right? And maybe because like YouTube TOS or whatever. We've reached post irony with Steven Crowder, and I can't tell anymore like what's a joke and what's not.
Standing that rape is primarily a crime of, I don't know, you're going to say it's a crime of power. Okay, get it, whatever.
Yes.
It's primarily a crime of wanting to...
Wait. No, that is what it is. Yes. Yes. It is a crime of power. Yes. It's one person exerting some kind of power, whether that be physical, psychological, whatever, sometimes financial, over somebody else. That's what it is.
have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you, and so you have sex with them anyway. Wouldn't it stand to reason that the victims of rape would usually, not always, generally be those who are most desirable sexually, considering the crime?
Maybe like not even close. Not even close. I've seen this clip already, so like pre-watch, whatever. But no, it's a crime of opportunity and of power. Okay? The people who are sexually assaulted, right? The people who are victims of that, you know, it's generally a result of being close to somebody who is seeking to exert power over them. Okay? You know, we see this most often between people who know each other. Like it's probably over 90% of the time, if I had to guess. I don't know a number exactly, but that's usually when that happens. Very rarely is it just some dude on the street who sees a pretty lady and is like, oh boy, I want to go do a sexual assault on her, right? Like that does happen. Don't get me wrong. That does happen. All right. But far more commonly, it is people that you know. It's people who are trying to, you know, muscle their way into a sexual relationship with you somehow by exploiting you. Again, whether that be through physical power or mental tricks. You know, you can gaslight people. You can make people think that what you're doing is fine when it's really not. That's very often done with child sexual predators, you know? So, no, Steven's completely wrong on this. It doesn't really matter how they look. It's a power thing. It's not an attractive thing. You know, it's not being attracted to the person.
Like the 5s to 10s.
I mean, like you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile.
No.
I cannot believe I'm sorry I keep pausing. They're actually rating victims of sexual assault on a scale of 1 to 10. That's insane to me. That's insane. That's sociopathic. Exactly, Hundus. That's sociopathic. And like comparing them to like fucking cars. That's incomprehensible to me as a human being.
And it's always ladies like that who are claiming they're raped. I've searched, and I could be wrong about this. Mm-hmm. There are many, right? How many times have I been to a Change My Mind? It's always a blue-haired, would-be lesbian feminist who claim they're raped. As far as I know, not one Victoria's Secret model has been raped.
Maybe they...
This is painful. As far as I know, guys, I could be wrong about this. I'm just saying. Like, this is what they were saying in the comments of that Hunter Avalone short that Guitar Rocker uploaded. They're giving themselves fallback plans, right? It's the worst argument ever. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, why are they going after their looks? It's like, you were a rape victim? Pfft, you're ugly. How could you? That's so gross. That is disgusting. Like, just surface level analysis. There's not even analysis at that point. It's just... it's like shitting on the floor and calling it art, right? That's not art. You just shit on the floor and now it stinks in here and I gotta steam back the carpet. That's what this is.
We're gonna be Victoria's Secret model and then...
That's exactly it.
And then the blue hair.
Until someone lightly brushed their arm at Walmart.
Yeah.
And they gained 300 pounds because of it?
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
It's just, I'm just saying, it's always
this.
and it's always a rape that's completely unverifiable.
Right, yeah.
And it's always used, for example, to justify cutting in line.
You know why most rapes are very hard to verify? Most sexual assaults. Do you guys know why? I'm sure you probably do if you're already in my audience. But in case you're not up to date, they're very hard to verify because of fear of the person's rapist coming back for them, right? Seeking retribution. There's a power dynamic. That's the whole point of it. A power dynamic. Okay? There's so many reasons why sexual assault does not get reported very often. Not nearly as often as it happens, I should say. And why it's so hard to verify. They're so gross, dude. They're so grody. I don't even know what to say about this. This should honestly, if this does not get him nuked off of YouTube, I don't know what they're doing. It's insane that this is allowed on this platform. Just unbelievable. Yeah, Steven Crowder's a fucking psycho. I'm sorry. I goddamn hate the guy. Genuinely. I hope he gets nuked off of YouTube, and I hope he disappears into the ether. There's a special place in hell reserved for him. He's disgusting. Really should have just stuck to fucking debating college kids on campus, man. That's what he's good at. Certainly can't debate goddamn Sam Cedar, social media's biggest doofus. I think, honestly, though, I think that belongs to Dave Rubin, if I'm being real. Because Steven Crowder, for, you know, all of his gross, atrocious flaws, and there are many and very egregious, at the very least, he is not a grifter, right? He is completely working within his own self-interest. Dave Rubin is not. Dave Rubin is a very openly gay man who is being fucked over left and right by the conservatives and just takes the hits every single time. So, anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching once again. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. My question for you is, should Steven Crowder be nuked off of this platform for this? Should he be nuked off of the internet for this? He has so many past crimes already, but I feel like this is very, very bad. Like, I feel like this is very bad. You know, I'm going to be straight with you. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video.